Good afternoon and welcome to Pittsburgh City Council's Cablecast public hearing for Wednesday, August 30th, 2023, relative to Bill 2023-1665. Will the clerk please read the title of the bill?
Bill 1665, Ordinance Amending the Pittsburgh Code, Title 9, Zoning, Article 2, Base Zoning District, Chapter 905.04, RIV Riverfront Districts, to add fresh food access as a performance point option.
Okay. Our first order of business is for you to please introduce yourself and to give whatever presentation from the city to us on this issue.
Sure, thank you. My name is Kate Rakes, and I am a planner in Zoning and Development Review. Do you have the presentation that I emailed this morning? Okay. It's really brief.
Today, we're talking about today.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. And you can go ahead to the next slide.
There was two of them in there. I don't know, but she has a giveaway and she wants
Perfect, thank you. So this legislation was introduced through Planning Commission this spring. Planning Commission held a public hearing on June 13th of 2023, and they made a positive recommendation to City Council. And notice of this hearing was made 21 days in advance in accordance with zoning code provisions. You can go to the next slide. Fresh food access was added as a performance point as part of the zoning recommendations coming out of the Oakland Plan for Land Use and Zoning Recommendations. That rezoning only addressed the new base zoning districts, the UCMU, the UCE, and the RMU, and none of the performance points were added as an option in any other zoning district. So this text amendment proposes to allow the fresh food access performance point in the Riverfront zoning district. You can go to the next slide. Thanks. This one I won't walk through. We just included it here as just a reminder to folks what's actually in their fresh food performance point. So it does require the grocery store to actually sell fresh produce, fresh meats. It can't just be sort of a convenience store that just sells soda and junk food. And then there is a distance requirement. So the idea is that it's intended to address the food desert concept where residents and community members otherwise wouldn't have access to fresh fruit and vegetables and meats. So this is incentivizing it as part of that. And then the last slide is just a map that our strategic planning folks put together, highlighting areas in the Riverfront zoning district that don't actually have access to fresh food or groceries. So the blue is the Riverfront zoning, and then the gray areas are areas that actually do have fresh food grocery stores, but you can see that there's a significant portion of the RIV that doesn't have close access to fresh food and groceries. And that's my presentation.
Thank you very much. All right, that takes us now to the testimony part. We'll start with our registered speakers. Our first registered speaker is Grand Inga Chief Expuma Chakman Yakalik Yakoaji. I'm saying it wrong, but you know who you are. Are you with us? No. Second registered speaker is Aborigine American title Abijep Chanel Kayin. Not with us. Our third registered speaker is Stephen McCrae. Stephen, are you with us? No. Okay, thank you. Is there anyone here in chambers who want to speak before council? I'll say it twice. Is there anyone here who wants to speak before council? If not, thank everyone for coming. This public meeting, this public hearing is now adjourned.